Dear listeners, welcome to our English news program from Radio Mogadishu. Today, Friday, 16 September 2022. Our major headlines include: President of Republic of Somalia Hassan Sheikh Mohamud is scheduled to attend a meeting today at the Institute of Strategic and International Study, which is headquartered in Washington, D.C. in the United States. The Ministry of Youth and Sports, His Excellency Muhammad Barre Mohamud, meets some of the youth with special needs living in Mogadishu, the capital of the country. The President of the Republic of Somalia, His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, held a fruitful meeting at the U.S. Department of Defense in Washington with the country's Secretary of Defense, Mr. Lloyd James Austin. Ukraine says hundreds of graves have been found outside Izium days after it was retaken from Russia. China's government delegation has been banned from attending the laying in state of Queen Elizabeth II. Welcome to full complete information. The President of the Republic of Somalia, His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, is scheduled to attend a meeting today at the Institute of Strategic and International Study, which is headquartered in Washington, D.C. in the United States. At the meeting, the President will report on the situation in the country, especially issues related to the security of Somalia and the best way to restore peace and stability in the country. This meeting, which is invited by President Hassan Sheikh, will be attended by heads of American administration organizations and other guests of honor who have been invited in the meeting. The Ministry of Youth and Sports, His Excellency Muhammad Barre Mohamud, meets some of the youth with special needs in living Mogadishu, the capital of the country. The ministry is listening to a report on the situation of the youth with special needs and told them that they are living in difficult circumstances in the society and they are not getting the right they deserve. The Ministry of Youth and Sports of Federal Government of Somalia, Muhammad Barre Mohamud, has promised the youth with special needs that his ministry will play a major role in protecting the rights of people with special needs. The President of the Republic of Somalia, His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, held a fruitful meeting at the Department of the Defense in Washington with the country's Secretary of Defense, Mr. Lloyd James Austin. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd James Austin thanked the President for visiting and the meeting they had and said the peace and stability of Somalia is the foundation for the peace of the region and the world. Therefore, his country is committed to help the Somali government to ensure security and combat terrorism. The President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, His Excellency Hassan Sheikh, spoke with the Secretary of Defense of the United States, Mr. Lloyd James, about the strengthening of cooperation between the two countries in the area of security, regional stability, increasing the support of the United States in Somalia, and the fight against the terrorist groups. Ukraine says hundreds of graves have been found outside Izium days after it had retaken from Russia. Wooden crosses, most of them marked with numbers, were discovered in the forest outside the city of advancing Ukrainian forces. Authorities said they could stake in some of the graves on Friday. It is not yet clear that what happened to the victims, but earlier accounts suggested some may have died from shelling and the lack of access to health care. Speaking on the Friday, the head of Ukrainian National Police Service said most of the bodies belong to the civilians. A Chinese government delegation has been banned from attending the laying in state of Queen Elizabeth II. The House of Commons Speaker Sir Lindsay Hoyle is understood to have refused requests for access in Westminster Hall over the Chinese section against the 5 MPs and 2 PAs. Queen Elizabeth will lay in the state until her funeral on Monday. The Speaker office told the media it did not comment on security matters. Dear listeners, that's the end of our news program. I'm Mohammed Ibrahim Salah. Until we are meeting on the next day, goodbye.